What is up, CMS Braves? Welcome back to another edition of the 14th Colony Vodcast. It is Tuesday, October 6th, Victory Tuesday. Both those Chiefs and Packers got W's last night, so everybody's happy. Great way to start your Tuesday. Mr. Congleton, I know we both stayed up a little bit late last night watching our teams, but we're here rocking and rolling, ready to go this morning. And we've got a fun little lesson for you guys today. Yesterday, we talked about, or you read about, the colonists and basically their displeasure with being taxed so frequently. Today, we're going to read about basically what was being taxed and the acts that they didn't like and stuff like that. So you'll read through some of that stuff today. And I think you'll find it really interesting to just kind of see what they, got so upset about while they were just kind of trying to live their lives, back in the day. Mr. Congleton, I know you had some advice for the kids that are going through our class and a little motivational pep talk.
Oh yeah, I don't know what kind of pep talk this is going to be, but it's just like we got to realize work has got to be done. You got to put in the effort. You got to put in the time. I know we're all feeling a bit overwhelmed, but we're definitely getting overwhelmed because we're not doing the work when we're supposed to be doing it. Put in some grades yesterday. I'm kind of just looking at who's doing the assignments and getting them done. And, a lot of people haven't even tried yet. Okay. If you can't get in your textbook or you don't know how to do the online textbook, please email Mr. Stack or myself. That's number one. We are going to use the textbook quite a bit. It's an easy way to give you guys the important information that we need to give you. In a normal year, we'd be in a classroom. We'd be going over that as a class. We'd be showing little video clips. We'd be doing different things. But the way it is you guys got to do work on your own. You got to be self-directed learners, which is tough. It's a skill that you got to work at, right? And the readings, although they're not long, you do have to build your stamina for reading and focusing. Look at the questions that they're asking at the bottom of the page, then go back, start reading the information, try to find those answers, put that in the slides. The ones that have turned it in, doing a great job. Really appreciate it. But we need people to participate, all right? And so we're not going to make this a paper chase. We're not going to make this all about just doing nothing but assignments. But you have to do your part to learn this information. Okay, that being said, today's readings are about the Stamp Act, okay, which is kind of like the one law of taxes that really was a tipping point for the colonists to get a lot of paperwork in, to turn in, to get newspapers, get playing cards, all kinds of things that were paper products. You had to pay a tax on it. You had to get a stamp. And that affected a lot of people. And it really kind of tipped the colonists towards that revolution mindset. Then the second section that you're reading, the lesson that you're reading today is about colonial protests. So how did they protest? You don't just automatically go from not liking something to jumping into a war. You have to build into things. You have to show your grievances, let them be known. And so what were some of the things that the colonists did? All right. So boycotting is probably one of the most effective things you can do. If you boycott, you're not using a product. If you don't like a tax on tea, you stop drinking the tea. You find something else. If you don't like the Stamp Act, you find another way to spend your money on products that are not taxed. So the biggest way to hurt somebody that is doing something to you is to affect their pocketbook, right? Take out their means of making money. So that's one thing. You'll see the famous picture of the tax collector getting tar and feathered, which is an extreme measurement that the colonists took, where this poor guy from England that was over here just trying to do his job gets manhandled by a mob and they dump hot scalding tar on him and a bag of feathers. So we're not advocating that here on the 14th Colony Vodcast, but it is something that happened. So the picture is famous. It's a famous painting. Those are the two things you're going to read about today. And so if you're doing your job, learning that stuff, you'll be in good position to understand the video tomorrow that we watch.
Yeah, and you look at tar and feathering, and it's something that people kind of look at as oh, that's kind of funny. They put tar on someone and throw feathers at them. They look like a chicken. and that picture is really famous. But if you think about it, guys, that was a really brutal, cruel thing. I mean, you're putting scalding hot tar on someone that's going to burn their skin, and then throwing feathers on them. I mean, a lot of people died from that. So it is a really famous picture, and it just goes to show how far those colonists went, with some of their protests. So it's interesting to read about and to look at. And you guys will do that today. And just to echo Mr. Congleton said, some of you guys, it's really not a lot. I'd say about like 30 to 40% of you guys are doing really everything you're supposed to do, and really proud of you guys. So keep it up. But we just need to get that number up. We need to get people to kind of adapt to this new way that we're doing things, and you got to put in the effort. So with that said, guys, that's all we got. And we'll see you here again tomorrow. Good luck today with your work. Good luck with school. And until next time, be excellent to each other.